Thank you, Eric. I don't know about you, but seeing the Hertz on the airstrip really brings it home on what happens in the military today that we don't see. The key performance indicators, those are the things that we use to measure the management and how the local unions perform. It was developed in 2007. Joseph Emeritus Hunt was the president during that time. It was continued on through Walter Wise, Emeritus, and then now continues under President Dean's watch. We've expanded some of the KPI activities. They're going to entail more monitoring on the structures of the local union. You can see that there's a tall task that's set out before each one of the local unions. There's 15 different measurements on how the local unions operate. Each one of these KPIs entails a depth of information, a depth of activity, and restructuring on the part of the local union. The award started in 2007, and since that time, we've only awarded 31 KPI Golden Eagle Award winners. And the bar is set extremely high to achieve that, and purposely so, because a lot of the KPI tasks are almost unachievable, but in ironworker fashion, our guys find a way to do that, and that really shows the strength of management, because it doesn't take just the district council president or the business manager or the apprenticeship coordinator. As you know, to change structure in an organization, it takes everybody and a lot of hard work, and then change, as you know, is very difficult, and especially when you're trying to change the culture or a structure of a local union so you can accommodate some of the strategies that we've put forth. This year also, we put a bigger emphasis on monitoring some of the shop activities. We're trying to fit a KPI model into the shop department. It's critical that we have just as much accountability with the shop locals as we do as the outside local unions. It was tasked this year that the district council presidents would go in and work with the shop international representative within their area and monitor them on their KPIs and how they did the KPI audits. And then from there, the outside international reps would go with the shop reps and then help monitor them in this process. We've talked about leadership, we've talked about monitoring and mentoring. Well, as you leave the local union, we need to develop the skills on our level just as much as we do at the local union level. And here's a list of the KPI winners. It used to be kind of a discouragement. I guess the award wasn't as liking as it is today, as you see this nice foundry molded eagle in front of you. Actually it was a wooden painted eagle. But I can tell you those guys that got those wooden eagles today wouldn't give them up no more than somebody that's getting this nice forged and poured eagle that we have up here today, because they meant the same thing. And they're hanging high and proud in those local unions. So again, from 2007 until 2014, and with this year's winner, who is local union 512 out of St. Paul's, Minnesota, that puts us at 31 locals that have achieved this status. Now, you know, 2007, and today we've got 31 and approximately 140 of you to go. So we're making headway, and I know that's one of President Dean's missions. This is something that happens within each one of the local unions. We see that they achieve a certain level, and then the structure prohibits them from getting all the way over the hurdle. And you can see here 3 years ago, Local 512 made an assertive effort to bring their score up from 8.8, where they were at that time, to a 10 in each one of these areas. And that's a very difficult task, as we all know, because you can achieve a pretty good, outstanding level, and you get get to that point and you get to that 80% mark, and then to attain the next 20%, it almost takes the same energy you expended in that first 80% to get you over the bar. But they did. They progressed in 2014, and then in 2015 they made it to the Golden Eagle Award. And with that, this is one page. It's not a very complicated. It doesn't look real professional, but what it is something that that we learned earlier today on the presentation about how you sell yourself, and you want to get the message out there as quickly as you can. They don't have a lot of, they do have a lot of pictures. They have, this website is in depth as anybody's that's out there right now. But what it does tell you is it tells you who they are, the area that they represent, North Dakota, parts of Wisconsin, and then Minnesota, and it tells you the officers, where the officers are located, and how to contact somebody. And it also tells you that they're to help supply the contractor's needs, and then you can go from there. Plain and simple, gets to the message really quickly. And so with that, I'd like the representatives of Local 512, St. Louis, or St. Paul, Minnesota, to come up to the stage and receive your award.